rushing touchdowns for him last year.
Big back here. You see it, 216 pounds. And he's got burst and long speed. When you watch him, he pops a lot of long runs. So I think he'll do well here.
4.39 is definitely in the category of doing well here.
What was Keon Coleman like as a teammate?
He always brought the energy. You know, that's my guy, man. And he only 20 years old, so he always full of energy and he's always smiling. I ain't never seen him like down before in my life. Like he always got a smile on his face, and if I'm down to something, you know, he'll come check on me. So he's one of the best teammates I've ever had.
Trey, why are you the best running back in this class?
Why am I the best running back in this class?
Yeah.
Just the ability to break tackles, you know. I feel like I've never been helped, you know, on the field. I had a getaway speed, so, you know, just bringing that in. It's such a compact build, like I'm 220, and, you know, I just bring everything to the table.
Trey, have you gotten the chance to meet with the 49ers?
I hate that question.
Have you gotten the chance to meet with the 49ers yet?
No, sir, not
Everybody asks
Trey,
that
you
fucking
talked about
question.
breaking tackles. You seem to seek out physicality. Is that something you want to continue to do, or have you been working on trying out how to be a little bit more elusive, or do you think you'll always be that physical guy?
I feel like I'm both elusive and physical, but so really a little bit of both. Yes, I do plan on, you know, still staying physical, but catching out the backfield, that's what I'm working on a little more too. You know, I want to be able to showcase that a little more.
Trey, speaking of physical versus elusiveness, what's your favorite situation to get the ball? Do you like getting the handoff on second and short, third and short, where you're going to have to really pound the rock, or do you like respecting getting the ball in first and 10, where you can try to make it?
When I get the ball, I'm thinking about scoring every time. You know, the first couple yards good, you know, 2-yard game, 3-yard game, but eventually I'm gonna bust like a 50-yarder. So as long like, you know, when I'm at open field, that's when I'm at my best.
A lot of negative things have been said about the transfer portal, but obviously it benefited you. Talk about coming to Florida State and what that's done for your development.
Coming to Florida State, it's probably the best thing that's ever happened to me. Coach Novell, he brought me in. He didn't even have to take a chance on me because I didn't have no film, you know, coming from my previous school. But going to Florida State, you know, with a bunch of transfers, we all transferred there. Me, Jared, even J-Track, he transferred there. Jaheem. We, you know, built the foundation and it's continuing to build now. So, you know, if you're in the transfer portal, Florida State, it's a great option.
What's it like being coached by Coach Yak, and what has he done for you as a running back?
Coach Yak, he's like a big brother to me. You know, he's my coach, but he's like a big brother to me. He's my mentor. It's not always about football with him. You're comfortable around him. You can be yourself around him, and he know how most running backs learn. That's why he's, you know, one of the best running back coaches in the country, because he can, you know, teach you the way you want to be taught.
Hey Trey, what did it mean to see Jordan Travis walking around here without a boot on?
When I seen him, I almost teared up because, you know, last time I seen him, he was on crutches and he was in the hospital. But seeing him walk, it's big. I know he rehabbing good. We talk on the phone almost every day. So, you know, it's one of my best friends, and it just brought, you know, tears to my eyes.
Hey, Trey, have you met with the Cowboys?
What kind of teammate is Keon?
He actually comes out right.
Hey, Trey, have you met the Cowboys?
I have.
Was that formal or informal?
Formal.
What did you like about that meeting, and then what do you like about the franchise?
I love the meeting. Learn about, you know, blocking schemes and stuff, and I feel like the Cowboys, you know, they got the same, you know, scheme as Florida State, so it'll be a good fit for me.
You got a feature back size, but you're also one of the most elusive backs in this class. In fact, in 2022, you basically broke every elusiveness rating out there. How do you set up defenders to make people miss the way you do at your size?
Honestly, I just feel like I just run. Honestly, you know, some of my teammates call me Forrest Gump. You know, I just run. I don't really, you know, I make cuts sometimes, but really just running and not being caught. You know, just using my speed and my power, because people they underestimate my speed because of my size. You know, most DBs do that and linebackers, but yeah, I just get to the edge and go.
I mean, you ran a sub 4.5 in high school. I mean, like verified time. Like, I don't think a lot of people appreciate that. You get back-to-back 1,800-yard seasons, even as a recruit. Why do you think people do underestimate that portion of your game sometimes?
That's a good question. I have no idea. It may, on film, it may look like I'm running slower than what it is, but in person, it's a lot faster.
Are you going to do all the drills at the combine?
Yeah, I plan on doing everything.
What you going to run the 40?
What did you play at this fall? What did you play at your play?
Like 218.
Like 218.
Trey,
I've read where you like Adrian Peterson. Is that true? And what do you like or take?
Just his physical style of running. You know, he's a bruiser, you know, and he got the getaway speed too. So I kind of, you know, model my game after him. I see my game in him.
Trey, what message do you have for the Knoll fans back home?
Just tell them I say hello and I miss them, and you know, continue to support me, and I miss them. You know, I'm gonna miss playing that dope.
Trey, if you just had 3 words to describe your game, what would it be?
Elusive, fast, physical.
And should folks be drafting you in fantasy football this year?
I'm not getting into the fantasy football stuff. I don't know too much about it.
What's it like rooming with Jared, with a guy like Jared Verse? Is it ever quiet in your house?
No, it ain't never quiet. He always talk, you know, but Jared, he's my best friend too. But we always, you know, together. If he get up before me, you know, he wake me up and we'll go work out. You know, he made my work ethic way better though. So up to Jared, that's my dog, man. He'll always be my dog. You know, I just seen him like 10 minutes ago in the hallway. We was arguing then. So, but yeah, once I seen him, I ain't seen him since like December. And when he seen me though, he kind of tapped my shoulder behind me. He tried to pick me up, you know, trying to look with me in front of everybody. But that's my dog though. I love him.
Trey, what part of your game do you think Florida State's scheme was best at displaying? And conversely, is there a part of your game that you don't think you got to showcase as much in college, but you can bring to an NFL team?
Florida State did a good job of, you know, giving me an open space. Cause, you know, that's when I'm in my best open space. I can showcase my speed, my elusiveness, and what I feel like I need to, what I feel like I could have showcased more was my catching ability. You know, being able to catch the ball out the backfield and more of my pass blocking too.
Trey, 2 questions. One question, but I gotta shout you out. You were one of 3 players we charted that hit 22 miles an hour more than once in a game last year. So that comes
more than once.
More than once.
That's
you had 2. But what was it like playing for Mike Norvell? What was that decision ultimately that brought you to Tallahassee when you were in Florida?
Coach Norvell, he gave me my first offer out of high school when he was at Memphis. So once I hit that portal, he called me. And, you know, we just picked up where we left off. And, you know, it was all good vibes. You know, that's my guy.
Could you describe Mike Norvell as a man and as a coach?
Man.
And what does he mean to you?
Because he meant a lot to me. You know, like I said, he took a chance on me. He didn't have to. He didn't have to take a chance on me because he didn't know what I was about. But he trusted me. I trusted the process, and he just made me a better player overall. Like he was the best coach I ever had. Coach Norvell was the best coach I ever had. You know, he brings that energy every single day. You know, even if he loses his voice, like he'll still find a way, you know, to yell, to scream at us. But it's all good vibes. So it's all good vibes.
Who wins in the foot race? Who wins in the foot race? You or Mike? You know, you race everybody.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna win. But you know, I ain't never racing. You know, once the routine that we do all the time. I never raced it, but if you watching, tell him I'm gonna win for sure.
Trey, talk about the role that film study plays in your elusiveness. Do you think that more of the moves you're putting on linebackers are from what you've seen on tape and from the weaknesses that they've shown in their other games, or do you think that that's more of an instinctual thing that you're seeing in the moment?
It's just what I'm seeing in the moment. I watch film, you know, look at some of the linebackers how they move sideline to sideline, and if I feel like I can beat them out, I'm gonna just outrun them. So that's what it feels like.
Are you making your decisions on if you're cutting outside or staying inside more based on that film study and their range?
I'm just trusting my track, you know, trusting my eyes and just running.
Trey, if you talk to the Ravens, and even if you haven't, what would you think about being in the same backfield with Lamar Jackson?
Yes, I have talked to the Ravens, but being in the same backfield with Lamar Jackson, that's crazy. Because, you know, I watched him growing up when he was in Louisville, and just being in that, if I was in that backfield with him, it'd be crazy. It'd be an honor. Truly a blessing, for sure.
Who's 1 or 2 people you've enjoyed meeting here at the Combine? Who's 1 or 2 people or conversations you've enjoyed while you've been here at the practice?
More of the running backs. Bucket Irvin, Jonathan Brooks, and actually Blake Corum, too. They all good guys, and, you know, I've watched them, too. I've watched the guys in my class, and they dogs. All the guys I just named, they are dogs, and I've just been spending a little time with them and get to know them, too, so.
You had some very explosive plays at your career at Florida State. What's one of your favorite runs or even kickoff returns or anything like that?
The kickoff return here versus Boston College. That was my first time ever being back there, and I took it to the house. That was the loudest I ever heard at Doak Campbell Stadium.
When did you start playing football?
When I was 8 years old, I had a little league football team called the D-Lump Bears, and I was playing tight end at first, actually. And my first touchdown, I caught a tight end dump. It was a 10-yard vertical route, and he just threw it up, and I caught it. I ain't even like to catch the ball. This was my first time ever catching the football. So, yeah.
Is that in Greenville?
Greenville, Mississippi.
Born and
Born and raised.
Are you planning on fully participating in all the drills on field?
Actually, I'm not doing the shuttles or the air drill.
You'll do the 40 and the
Do everything
jumps?
else.
Okay, great. And do you have a goal there? I know you were sub 4.5 in high school. You got to improve upon that?
I ain't got no goals. Just watch. That's all I'm gonna say. Just watch.
Have the Packers interviewed you? The Packers?
No, not the Packers.
Formally or informally?
Trey, Florida State football comes with a lot of traditions. What's your favorite part of playing for them? You know, not scheme-wise, not football-wise, just being a Seminole.
What made this team special was just the chemistry outside of football. Like we was out. If it was non-football, like, we'd always hang out outside football, play the games. You know, go to the gym, play basketball. We just always hung out outside of football. So we built this team chemistry, and the team chemistry was displayed on the field. So this is what I love about this team. We created a foundation of brotherhood, and I love this team. I love them guys.
What's your thought on the college football playoff expanding? Obviously, with all the controversy that happened last season.
Say again?
What's your thought on the college football playoff expanding, given all the kind of drama that went into last season?
I feel like it's great. It's great for college football. Better chance for the Florida State to get in this year coming up, and I'm looking forward to it.
If a kid's on the fence and they're looking at something, why Florida State?
Why Florida State?
Why Florida State?
You can't go wrong with Florida State. You know, just that logo. That logo just give me the chills. You know, I'm so happy I picked that school. It just great vibes, all great vibes, good weather, good food, and great people. Just surrounded by great people all times.
I apologize if this has already been asked, but what are all the teams that you actually formally met with this week?
It's so many.
Just name a few.
Over half. It's over half for sure.
Just name a few of those that you met with in particular.
The Ravens, the Colts, the Bears, the Cowboys, Texas, Rams, and a couple more.
Did you meet with the Broncos?
Yes, I did.
You did formally?
Yes.
Oh, shoot. Oh, what would you rank yourself as at the top backs in Florida State history?
There's a lot of good backs. I'm gonna put Dalvin in first. Dalvin. I like Greg Jones. Him and Cam Akers. Really, I can't rank them. I just name, this is a lot of good backs.
Where would you put yourself in that ranking? Top 10?
I'm gonna go top 10.
Top 10, fair.
I'm gonna go top 10, top 7, top 10, something like that.
Fair.
Where are you projecting the league at? Early talk as to what route you might go in?
Yeah, I heard a couple things. Probably second, third. Not sure. I ain't been looking at it too much.
How is it, bouncing back from injury and then still maintaining speed and maintaining your build and your size and athleticism?
Yeah, I got hurt. When I got hurt, I lost 20 pounds actually. So, yeah, getting hurt, it was, one of my biggest challenges I faced since I've been in college, but it made me who I am today. Like, made me way stronger than what I was, and actually the injury made me a lot faster. It made me a lot faster now. So, and the injury made my work ethic way better too. So, the injury probably was the best thing that's ever happened to me.
The draft process is really stressful and frustrating. On the draft, what you gonna do? You gonna hang out? You gonna fish? Or you gonna sit there and y'all have a party?
I'm gonna be with my family at home. We may go bowling and stuff, but yeah, I'm gonna be around my family for the draft, like when the draft come around.
Bigger rival, Florida or Miami?
I'm gonna say Miami. Okay. Gotta go with Miami over Florida.
You mentioned, I love the story about catching
the first pass. He said he's top 7.
When you were younger, but you want to catch more passes. Is that something you're specifically?